Alright, what's poppin', everybody? It's K9 Senses, aka the king of rapping, the king of hip hop, and the one who's better than your favorite rapper in every way. So, last video I talked about Iceman and as well as the whole album trilogy, right, by Drake, and how it was one of the biggest disappointments of 2026. And I said specifically that if that video got 1,000 views and at least 50 likes, there would be a new video talking about the album, and this is the video. Let me preface this by saying, first and foremost, that I don't think that the album is as bad as I put out in my initial review. I thought it had a chance to be good. I thought it had the potential to be great because of the lead-up singles and years after the Kendrick beef, and how Drake stated in the Hard Part 6 that Kendrick was the one tripling down, and how it sounded like he was the one moving on, and how he was gonna, live life and just, make music for himself. But it turns out that songs on ICEMAN briefly talk about the Kendrick beef like it wasn't going away. And on top of that, material on the album as well. Material on the album not sounding on par to his previous bodies of work, like Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, or if you're reading this, It's Too Late, which is, which isn't a full album, but it's a mixtape. It's a full project nevertheless. I mean, if you were thinking that album would be just as good as those albums, I mean, it was just, it's unrealistic. There is no way we are getting that Drake again. That old Drake will never, ever, ever be brought to the light again. Because of this formulaic route that Drake has been approaching, we just haven't gotten that same Drake again. Yeah, you have glimpses in some of these songs, like What Did I Miss? But again, that's one of the lead-up singles. That, all these other songs sound nothing like that other song. And that was released in July of 2025, months before the actual album came out, almost an entire year before the album came out. So at that point, it must be a real slap in the fucking face. And if I were Drake fans, I'd be like, what the hell am I listening to? Why am I not hearing songs like the one that just that came out like a while back? You know what I mean? And on top of that, they're like the disses were really, really petty. Like, as I'm listening to this, it makes me feel like Drake isn't the one that has moved on, and Kendrick has clearly moved on, because in GNX, did he say something about Drake? Probably not. And what was Kendrick doing at the time? Winning Grammys, living life, performing at Super Bowls. So yeah, listen, Drake is not perfect. Drake fans need to understand that Drake is not in the conversation of GOATs. Or at least he doesn't deserve to be in conversations of GOATs with guys like Kendrick and Cole. Matter of fact, scratch Kendrick and Cole for a second. People are literally putting him in the upper echelon on the status of Michael Jackson and Prince. And he will never reach heights like those. I understand that he had 3 number 1 albums, but let's be honest, that was if that's not exploitation, I don't know what is. Like, how was putting out 2 subpar albums alongside the album that you're supposed to fucking drop, right? How is that acceptable? Those 2 albums are dog shit, garbage. Like, even songs like BBW and Cheetah Print are absolutely disastrous, yet people will still fucking stream them to for whatever fucking reason, for reasons unknown, and they'll still find themselves on the Billboard Hot 100. Like, people really need to understand that it doesn't matter if it's Drake, it doesn't matter if it's your favorite artist, it doesn't matter, bro. When artists release trash songs like that, they should never, ever be fucking played. Or maybe they should be played once and never played again. For reasons being, I mean, Shit, did anyone ever listen to Cheetah Print? Cheetah Print is probably one of the worst goddamn songs of 2026. And yes, I'm still standing by that the album is mid. I wish it could have done better. I really wish it could have done better, because if you ask a Drake fan, right, and I'm talking about an honest Drake fan, now, like specifically people on YouTube, like this is a person that I have been subscribed to for a couple years, and his name is Derapy. Shout out Derapy. I was witnessing him transitioning from a Drake fan to a Kendrick fan the second I heard him react to songs like Family Matters or The Heart Part 6, where he's like, bro, I can't believe what the fuck I'm listening to. Drake sounds like a total fucking hypocrite. It's like, no, why the fuck do I even bother listening to him? And it's like, yeah, man, I totally agree. Like, if people really compare Drake to one of the GOATs like Michael Jackson, the only way I can actually see the comparisons is that they were both pedophiles. That's it. To put Drake in the same stratosphere as Michael Jackson is absolutely preposterous, and not to mention the cover art that you're seeing right now is literally Drake, like the glove that Drake spent at least $125K. Is it $125K or $175K? Either way, it's still mad fucking expensive, and I understand Drake is one of the richest rappers currently in the mainstream, but at the same time, it's like you literally spent $125,000 on a cover art. That's basically what it is. All for naught. Just for Drake fans to be disappointed. And mind you, I'm not a Drake fan. I never claimed to like Drake myself, and I think he's overrated as fuck. But at the same time, as a man who's listened to his entire discography, he can do better than this. Drake can actually rap when he fucking wants to. Like, I'll give Drake his flowers when they're fucking deserved, but right now, I'm not going to. The amount of backlash he's been getting, too, from media to his fans to even the casuals who don't have great tastes, such as myself, but at the same time, they're willing to point the bullshit out. And god damn it, if this hasn't been said, I will say it right now. As much as I don't like this guy, I never claimed to be a fan of him. But when Anthony Fantano made that review of this album, if you were listening to what he said, if you watched the video till the very end, he was telling the truth. He was telling the truth about this entire fucking album. You will understand why this guy has so many subscribers. And you'll understand why this dude has been making music reviews for a decade plus. The 2 out of 10 was a little egregious. Like, even I didn't fucking rate it that low. I gave it a fucking 5 out of 10. The floor could have been a lot lower, but at the same time, the ceiling ain't that high. Especially when all Drake does is make the same fucking album every fucking 2 or 3 years and everybody buys it. Like, ICEMAN was mid, For All the Dogs was mid and overly fucking long. That album shouldn't have been 20 plus songs. It could have been 12 or 13, but again, that's neither here nor there. Certified Lover Boy was like okay at best. You had the first 2 songs were really good, and then it fell completely off the fucking building with Girls Like Girls. Honestly, Nevermind was just forgettable. Like at that point, is that even a Drake album? Or is that an album that helps put Insomniacs to sleep? And don't get me started on Her Loss with 21. That was like, dude, Drake and 21 have no chemistry together. They are completely different rappers. It's like apples to oranges, bro. Dark Lane Demo Tapes, I will admit, is listenable, but I'm not coming back to that. More Life was a slap in the face. Scorpion was even more of a slap in the face. Views was okay. And everything before that, I'm not saying like nothing was the same, and If You're Reading This Is Too Late is perfect. But I'd much rather listen to those albums than whatever the fuck Drake is making now. Like, you can really tell that there was a difference. Like, Play a Drake song from the early 2010s and play a Drake song from the late 2010s or in the 2020s. You can clearly see the difference. Like, he sounded hungry, he sounded enthused, he sounded like, when he sounded like he meant something when he was behind the fucking microphone to stew. Now, it's monotone delivery over the most boring, repetitive, generic-ass beats. The flows are samey and uncreative. And the rhyme schemes, look, I will admit that when Drake raps, he can rhyme well, and he has halfway decent wordplay. But at the same time, sometimes he says some corny shit. And if you think I'm fucking crazy, it's like, oh, K9, man, come on, you're just saying bullshit. You're nothing but a hater. Look at my other video. My other video did so well that I even kept my promise that I'm making this video right now. And it's more than just Drake. Let's talk about the production. OVO 40. Where the fuck were you on this album? If going back to what I said about comparing 2010's Drake and 2020's Drake, pay attention to the production and tell me which is better, which has more energy, the early 2010s or the mid 2020s. It's an issue on the producer, and it's also an issue on the relation between the producer and the fucking artist rapping and picking those beats. It's a two-way street. Tay Keith. What the hell? You actually had good beats in the late 2010s. I'm not saying the second half of Sicko Mode or what was that other fucking song that had Block Boy JB? Fuck, I can't remember. Look Alive, that's what it was called. Thank you. But yeah, Look Alive and some of the other songs, I'm sure. Even a couple of songs on like Denzel Curry projects, like they sound way better than whatever the fuck this was. Forced as all fuck beat switches. Nothing but the same repetitive drums, and you decide to fucking make songs for Sexy Red? Sexy Red of all fucking people? Are you kidding me right now, bro? Like, what the fuck do people see in that woman that I don't fucking see? She is literally one of the worst, if not the worst rapper of the 21st century. But that's a different topic for another video. This is about Drake. This is not about Sexy Red, even though Sexy Red collabs with Drake, and Drake is okay with it, which makes no goddamn sense because Sexy Red is dog shit. But you know what? This video has gone on for a little longer, and I got other things to do. Again, shout out to the real hip-hop motherfuckers. Shout out to all the people that tuned into the fucking video in the past 2 weeks, bro. Like, seriously, like, all of y'all are showing me love. Also, some of you are showing me hate, which, again, is appreciated. I love that. Again, feeding off my channel and making sure to keep this video, along with other videos on my channel, I'm sure, on the algorithm. So, appreciate that. Yeah, man. I spit nothing but the truth, man. If you wanna ask for an honest opinion about your music or someone else's opinion, well, look no further. I'm the guy. You can talk shit about my music all I want. Like, if you just say it sucks, I'm not going to fucking take it to heart. Unless if you specifically say something like, oh, the flow could have been better, or why did you rhyme this type of phrase or word when you didn't really need to? To me, it sounded fucking redundant. Like, I take those to heart. That's how we become better as rappers. Part of becoming a really good rapper is being able to accept criticism, and Drake, to me, hasn't accepted 10 years worth of criticism because he keeps releasing the same goddamn material. He's like Lil Wayne. Whenever he has yes men surrounded in his corner, people aren't going to give him shit or tell him what to do. People aren't going to say anything negative to him because he's Drake. He's one of the hottest and biggest selling rappers in the fucking world. And someone like me, who barely has any fucking attention, like barely has a following, will tell you the fucking truth. And I'm not spitting no damn Kool-Aid, because guess what? I don't get paid to be a fucking yes man. I don't get paid like these other fucking YouTubers on the fucking channel to say shit. I'm the last of a dying breed, bro. I am the last of people that aren't afraid to say what the fuck they feel. But yeah, man, excuse me. So yeah, that's gonna be it, man. It's been K9 Senses. Again, shout out to the real hip hop motherfuckers keeping that shit alive. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to listen to a really shitty Lotto album. Peace.